Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, here with another day of stitching. Could I get any closer? Probably. We got our 4 legs, got our shirt, and now we're working on this giant head. And yes, this is crazy looking, but it's turning out so well. Anyways, glad you're here. Let's get going. Let's get going. So I am now on just a set of 9, just single crocheting, no counting. As you can see, there's a lot of counting with all this weird movement here, and it will all work out really well at the end, but right now it looks just a bit crazy. So I have my homemade coffee blended drink. Let's just pop this open for a quick second. Great. Looks like a slush. Got a little caramel in there. So good. So all I do is I freeze a whole bunch of coffee ice cubes. And then after they're frozen, I take them out of the ice cube container, put them in a bag, leave them in my freezer, take out 4 to 6, depending on the size I want. Put whatever I usually put into my regular coffee with a little bit of caramel at the bottom, caramel sauce, just to take down the bitterness of it. And plus, I really like caramel. So I put the milk and the sugar and all the goodness, in the bottom of my little Ninja. I don't even have a blender. I actually have one of those little drink by drink Ninjas. Okay, let's see if I can get this in a bit of a better view for you and for me. Okay. So anyways, I put all that at the bottom, put a couple cubes in, and about a 1/4 cup of cold coffee. So whatever's in a cup that wasn't finished, or whatever's in the bottom of the coffee pot after we've had our hot coffee. Put it in and just blend it. Blend it till it's got as much of the ice broken down as you possibly can. And that's it. Now I love a nice cold coffee. And I feel like my hand is like taking up the whole view of this whole thing here, which is not what I was going for. We're going for the crochet. I mean, like, look at how pretty this yarn is. It is so shiny. But yeah, that is a great recipe for the upcoming warm seasons, because those kind of coffees are now so very, very expensive. So I'll make it at home instead, as a little treat for myself, because I don't drink or anything like that. So coffee is one of my only things I really like as a vice. So, but the cup, I love this cup so much. I'm going to show it to you again, because it's so cute. I don't know where it comes from. I've seen it before, right? You got all your little bats down there, matches my glasses. You got your little bat head on there. That's so great. We had to find a straw for it. Not worried about it. Found one. Super cute. Gives me Batman vibes. Because as we all know, I'm secretly a female Batman. Yeah, not secretly. Okay. Back to tiny stitching here. There we go. And through. That's how we do it. And we're just doing row after row. I've got 9 of these rows to do. Well, actually I've done 3. I think this is the 4th one, so like 5 more rows. But it seems like a lot because the stitching is so tiny. And we're up at 72 stitches for this row now. But he is coming together quite nicely. I did look ahead, and I possibly am going to have to create the nose and the eyes. And there's a chance I may have to make the lips, to be honest. Just looking at the picture, I don't think the pattern and the picture are matching so well. So this one actually might not get done in time, because I have a feeling there's going to be too much for me to try to create out of thin air. Which I can do, but I don't want to do it. But I'll do it if I have to. I'm actually considering taking the legs off of the Chester Cheetah and restitching them, because the holes in the legs are so big. Everything else is stitched super tight and super small. Really nice, but the Chester Cheetah's legs, I am very disappointed in my work, and I don't think that I can be okay with it, but I'll probably save that for another day. Because I would have to take it completely apart. I'd have to take the spots off. And that's not a big deal. I'm not worried about that. But I'm also thinking, I don't know if I actually have any more of that orange left. So I'd have to use what's there, so I'd have to be really careful. And knowing me, I really, really secured those legs. So, yeah. But I can't take looking at those wide open holes. I keep trying to hand it off to my son, and I'm looking at it going, I am very unhappy with that. So that is a problem. Got some tiny stitching going on. My room needs a good cleaning. It'll take me about 20 minutes. I don't even have to dust or anything like that. I just have some clothes to fold and put away and remake the bed fully, because half the stuffies are on the floor again. And it's a little dangerous to walk around, so we're just going to take care of that and do some vacuuming and get all the library books all set up, because I got to take them back to the library. The library. It's a lovely place. Big fan of libraries over here. Big fan. Okay. And oh, beautiful. Just gonna adjust my positioning here so I can see and you can see. Looks like we both can see very nicely. Maybe I'll even tip that just a touch more. There. Yeah. A bit tricky to see around this camera, that's for sure. So hopefully this guy will get done. I am a bit concerned about not seeing more to this pattern, and I definitely checked out everything on that page. There was nothing more to do with this. This was all that was available. So I will double check, which will probably make my computer go into crazy zone, because it's going to be like, oh no, don't do this to me, no, betrayer. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And sometimes it's just crochet and crochet some more. Wonderful. Okay, come on. You got this. See, so tiny, so tight. And that is not coming through. There is no way that's going to come through. I can just feel it. All it's going to do is tear. Super tight stitching. Okay. And I'll just pull that out. Why not? I just had to remake it, so why not? We'll just make it as tricky as possible. Ooh, I was putting my vacuum away yesterday after a vacuum, and I just cleaned out the dust compartment, and I go to close it and put it back on the machine, and my fingernail here just bent backwards. Ooh! Not my favorite moment of the day, that is for sure, so I cut that one off. And I haven't done the rest yet, so my nails are at all weird lengths right now. I'll probably have to cut them off because I have bathroom cleaning to do today. My sinks are looking terrible. Okay, that is almost one full row. These are very long, detailed rows. And I definitely feel it when I make these ones. So that one just did not want to go through. And we have another one coming through here. Yeah, okay. And we're through. A little bit more. And there we go. That is a full row. It only took like 9 minutes to do a full row. That's okay. That's okay. Piece by piece. So yeah, that was the 4th row. I have 5 more of these to do. Okay then. Okay. Let's see here. So this is row number 5. And through we go. Oh goodness, that one is being really finicky. I can just tell. I could just tell by the way it felt that it was not going to push through without wrecking something. So we don't want to force. We want everything to be lickety smoothly, easy peasy, with a side of lemon squeezy. Yeah, you can tell I've been drinking a little bit of coffee today. Little bit crazy. It's okay though. It's actually probably more about the sugar that's in it more than anything. Caramel, sugar. all that good stuff. Pretty sure cold coffee doesn't have caffeine. But I have an iron deficiency, and people with iron deficiencies really like to chew ice. Oh, icy drinks, slushes, smoothies, that kind of stuff. I'm all about them, so this is a good way to get that. I may try to do an actual slush at some point. Maybe I'll make up some frozen Coke Zeros or something, because I have a few that nobody seems to be drinking. I'm not a big aspartame fan, but because I can actually taste it when it's sugar-free stuff. It was really tough when I was diabetic while I was pregnant, because you have to avoid all sugars and carbs. Because carbs turn into sugars in your body, so you gotta avoid fruits and all sorts of good stuff. And yeah, I could have Gatorade to get the electrolytes to make up for what the baby was taking. And yeah, it was not my favorite flavorings with the aspartame, because they only had like 3 flavors, I believe, at that point. I think they have more now. There are a lot more options. I do have a Gatorade type drink in a powder, a Canadian version. And I don't mind mixing it in with regular drinks. It's not the worst thing. Make a big thing of it and add it with iced tea. And it takes a little bit of the edge of the aspartame flavor that I really just do not like. Not a big fan of them. But if you're somebody who has diabetes, that is something you just kind of have to do if you want to eat something besides just the meat and cheese that you're allowed. That was the only stuff that wouldn't send your blood sugars go to crazy land. And that actually did start to happen while I was giving birth. I went too long without... We all forgot to check my blood, including me. But I was kind of preoccupied. And then I started almost slipping out of consciousness, and they were like, hey, something's not right. And checked my blood, and I was super dangerous low. Like, I remember how that felt, and believe me, it's not a great feeling at all. I don't advise that for anybody. Anyway, now I've blabbered on about diabetes and sugar when I'm not even close to being an expert. Fantastic. Alrighty, just making it through. Okay, getting that stitch right through there. Nice and tight. And almost done this row. Not really. I got at least halfway to go. And through there. And through there. I'm not sure how his face is going to turn out. This is quite the shape. I'm sure it's fine. I will have to make my own eyes. I believe there's red pupils. Big round eyes with like half closed lids. So that is something I gotta look at. And hope that I can figure out those missing pieces, because I don't think they're in this pattern. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them. That's part of the problem too. Will I be able to find them? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Anyhow, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.